Alright, so today I want to talk about regessoing a painting that you've already completed, but something that you're just not happy with, and it tends to happen sometimes. You don't want to go and buy a new canvas, start over, because I had a lot of other old paintings. They weren't up to par with what I think I can accomplish as an artist, and I'm sure there's other people out there that feel the same way. So one thing you can do is just re-gesso it, and what I have here is some white acrylic gesso. You can get it at any art store. So I have a number 12 bristle brush. You can use any size you want. And pretty much what you do, you just take the gesso, layer it on thickly, and just make some X strokes. It kind of gives it a nice texture. But you can smooth it out if you want, but I kind of like leaving the texture for landscapes. It looks really nice. Just something to experiment with. And I'll show you right now how I would do this. Put it on. Just start making strokes and just grab more. Keep it kind of thick because you want it to cover up the painting underneath. You know, make all kinds of strokes, make the pattern texture that you like. So you just do this across the entire canvas. You know, I did read on some sites before that, you know, it's kind of cheaper just to buy a new canvas, which, sure, you can buy a new canvas if you'd like, start over. But you know, if you have some old ones that, you know, one of your first paintings that you did, or you know, something you just don't like, you can re-gesso over at one time. Just do a whole new painting. Start fresh. That's what I'm doing here. You know, if you plan it well enough, you can do a still life painting and have the texture. You know, you can have certain textures flowing where you want, things like that. Can make it kind of interesting. But this gesso is pretty opaque, so but you can put it on as thick as you want. It's just going to take longer to dry, but no worries there. Just layer it on. I don't know if you guys can see that texture or not on there with the shadows. But yeah, put it on pretty thick. Get some nice textures there. And I found that when I did a painting over this kind of texture, it looks really nice. It looks like kind of looks like an older painting from a couple, you know, 100 years ago or so. It just has a really nice feel to it, and you can experiment with the textures and things like that. That's pretty much all there is to it, and then you just have to wash out your brush with soap and water and wait for it to dry, and that's all there is to it. Save some money on buying a canvas, get rid of an old painting that you're never going to sell and that you're not going to hang up in your house. So that's all there is to it. Thanks for watching.